I started your message for your love and it didn't even save. What the heck? Whatever. I have the cards here. We'll just go over them, okay? And then what else? Apollo is doing good. He's acting like a crackhead, I swear to God. He won't sit down and just give it a rest already. Go to sleep. He's high as hell. He's beating Canaan up. He's doing everything that he's not supposed to be doing with his healing process. Could y'all please pray for me? All right, so earth signs, we're going to do your love message, and then we're for the week, and then we're gonna do like your finances. Okay, so I already did the whole spread. Now we just gotta talk it out. Now if it does end up resonating, please let me know, guys, so that way I know that it's resonating to you guys in your stories. It would be great to know that. Please like, subscribe, or comment on the video if it does resonate. And if it doesn't, that's cool. It could definitely be somebody else's message, okay? Just always remind. What is that noise? I forgot I had some music going in the other room. It sounded like opera. I hope you guys can hear it. I'm going to try to de-noise it on the video. All right. YouTube has a funny way of just putting something on, like, silly. Anyways, so yeah, if it doesn't resonate, that's good, like, fine. It could definitely be, listen, you can check your other placements as well. You can there's definitely apps to check for your other placements, because I know for me being a Scorpio, listen, mine has not been, I had one read so far where it actually resonated towards me, but other than that, like, I don't have any love situation really going on. It's not like, my stuff is like going on underneath different signs. Typically like my moon sign, and it's like more of my moon sign that it's resonating towards. So definitely check your other placements, or it could just be energy that is around you at this time, especially if you're around some mess right now. It could definitely be that situation. Anyways, let's get to it. So we have, your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. This is somebody that loves your energy. They love it. They can't get enough, earth signs, okay? This is somebody that has been working on themselves, because we got that I have been working on myself, okay? And then the distance between us kills me. It may be some distance between you guys right now, okay? And yeah, it's a lot of distance. You may actually be, listen, we got the Two of Wands. We had the Two of Wands in the reverse, okay? At first, you were somebody that was like not really like going towards like what you should have been going towards. Like, let's say if you had personal goals, you kind of just like put them off for a little bit to please this person, or just like to not let them down, okay? Because you wanted to actually stay where they were at one point in time. Like, let's say that you have a job where you travel. Okay, I do see here like if somebody does travel like a lot, and because we got the Ace of Swords here, and then we got the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and then we have the Six of Swords. So at some point in time, like, you had to transition where you were, and you had to travel and go somewhere else. Like, basically, I see somebody here literally picking their stuff up and having no choice but to leave, because they're creating something, like, you did it for financial move or some type of stability for yourself. And if this person was not willing to come with you on that, then you were leaving them behind. And I feel like somewhere here, there's an earth sign that can definitely resonate towards a situation. Or it could have been vice versa, where this person had to get up and maybe leave somewhere, and you may actually have a family with this person. Let's say for like, because I am getting another story here where you have a family with somebody and you have no choice but to be far away from them at this point, because I see here somebody has a business overseas. Okay, so somebody here definitely has a business that's overseas, and right now the clientele is doing a lot better over there than where you are. So I get it. Because if I had a business overseas and I see more money being like an influx going on over there, I'm gonna want to be there for a little bit of time. And I feel here somebody's doing it either for temporary, but it's turning into long term, or just being for like the now. You're comfortable, okay, with your decision. I see here somebody's very comfortable with their decision, okay. You can be a feminine or a masculine, doesn't even matter. But I do see here that you were either dealing, any element that you were dealing with. The only one I don't see here is water, but listen, it could definitely resonate anyways. They could have a certain placement. I'm getting fire, air, and earth here. But listen, we can throw in water as well, okay? So somebody here definitely had to move on, or definitely move on so that way they can realign themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. Can we please stop fighting the door? Here we go, Apollo. He's acting crazy. So I feel like here, even if you don't have a family with this person, you definitely had to choose to move on to a better, like to work on yourselves. And maybe you did it to be closer to family. I see here somebody did it also to be closer to their family. Oh my goodness, my nose is tingling. That must resonate. And you're bringing in a lot of success, Virgo. This is your card here, okay? We have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? This is your card. And right now you're financially happy with you're very happy with where you are right now, okay? You're very happy with the move that you made. And I get it. Because right now, wherever you are, wherever you're doing your business at, you're very happy and comfortable with where you are and the decision that you made, okay? So don't think, I know sometimes you might dwell, like, did I make the best decision? Yes, you make the best decision, because I see here somebody definitely has a lot that they can, a lot of success. Like, I see here somebody is able to actually, you just bought a new car. Somebody here just bought a new car, and then you're finally able to actually pay off your car insurance. Somebody here is actually able to pay their car insurance off without a handout, okay? Or owing somebody back. I also see here somebody is like, you're able to actually buy new clothes. Like somebody definitely just went shopping. Okay, you're very happy right now because you're getting a lot of bread right now. So even if you're not like distance, it could just be a distance where you feel distant. You created boundaries with this person and you created distance. You might already live around each other, but you had to create that distance because you needed to focus on yourself. And what people don't understand is sometimes when we get in relationships, we do abandon ourselves. And that's probably what ended up happening in one. I'm getting two different. Listen, with the love right now and with this situation, I'm getting here that somebody also like abandoned themselves along the way of meeting this person, this individual, and that happens. But listen, we gotta come back into alignment and realize that. All right, this person is able to handle themselves. I've given them enough. Now, if you've been with this person for a few years, you can lay off a little bit. You can lay off a little bit and just let them be, because a lot of times we forget about ourselves and our mental health. We be forgetting about our mental health. We forget who we are and what we're actually destined to be, because sometimes we can sometimes relationships this cat, hold on. Listen, I did the second half of this love message like 3 million times. Something don't want me to get this message out, but I am determined to get it out because somebody's trying to block my throat chakra. I like choked on my water when I was like talking, and then it was itchy. Like it was a choke, like it was like, oh, like trying to hold me back. Yeah, well, guess what? And now it's not saving my messages. We're gonna get the message out. I don't know what this is. Anyways. So I had to put them cards away. I was sick of looking at them. We'll just do your oracles. But anyways, somebody here did neglect themselves, okay? And you were given possibly like a lot of love and like gifting. I see here somebody really gifting and like splurging over their partner, but it was mutual, but just over the top, where you're really like doing too much for the individual, and they may have not even deserved it, to be honest. Because I see here somebody has a really bad attitude all day every day. I see a lot of arguments, and like honestly, this person's love language might be gifting, but it doesn't make up for the annoyance, okay? Because I see here somebody getting really annoyed, and somebody is not like focusing on their own mental health and their own self, and like just giving to somebody. I was once told by somebody, because I seen them giving this guy that like liked me, like I listen, the fake L word, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to tell you a story here. He gave me the L word. Listen, this is where I test people, because I really need to see where their head is at. I said, well, because I seen him giving like a lot to people. One of his love languages I can say, which I really liked, was him giving. But it was not in the way where it was like, these people were not, I could say that not everyone deserved the giving, the overly giving, because it was like drinks and like food and just like going out. Too much. Okay, even on me it was too much. And I noticed he was not like attending to himself as much, and I advised that. And his response was, how can I give to myself and love myself when do it at the same time, basically. Like, how can I love other people and give to them and then love myself at the same time? I'm like, listen, it's not rocket science. I tried explaining to him that it's not rocket science. Now, if you're somebody here that thinks that you can't do the same thing, love yourself and love other people, it is possible. One example is when you get up in the morning before you go to bed, like when you get home from work, take 15 minutes to take a nice shower or a bath and just give. That is a way of giving to yourself, and people don't realize that because it's quiet. Nobody's going to bother you while you take your shower and when you're in the bathroom, because it's a quiet space. Okay, my daughter used to be in the bathroom like alone time a lot when she was younger, just to like clear her mind and like get away from people. She used to do it at her grandma's house like a lot, and I understand that because my mom used to actually do that as well. Like, listen, she used to be in the bathroom for a really long time, and now I understand my mom. Like, she used to take long showers, and people didn't understand that, and I'm gonna explain to you, like, now I understand what my mom was doing. Like, she definitely had the key, like, to figure, like, to get back in your head space. Like, she took time for herself. That was a way of taking time for herself, was taking that hour shower. And even if she was just sitting and just run, I know she wouldn't just take the shower. Stop pulling on the cord. Listen, me and you are going to have a big problem. I know you high as hell right now, but you better cut it out. He's like an elephant walking around this room like in the circus. But my mom used to take long showers, and I really used to bust her ass on it. Because I'm like, what are you doing in there? And listen, I know she wasn't in that shower the whole time, but sometimes she really would be in that shower. I know for a fact, like, she was definitely just running, like she had that water just like cleansing her body. Like, she knew what was up. And like, it's just really interesting because I learn things about my mom like every day of like her life. And like, it made sense, like a lot of things that she did, like even if it was just something simple, it was just taking a shower. But anyways, back to you guys. Taking time for yourself, even if it's just buying you something small. Buy yourself a plant. Like, even if you don't like to go shopping, listen, buy yourself some ice cream or just something that you really like. It doesn't always need to be material stuff. It could just be food. Or cook yourself some food. If you are a cooker, I see here somebody, they know how to cook, but then you're ordering too much or going out too much. Chef yourself up and sit outside and like just enjoy the sun. Somebody here has a really nice patio, by the way, with a pool of some sort, or they have a land to put a pool. Okay, that is something maybe you should listen. If I were you, somebody is thinking about maybe putting a pool up. I would definitely try to put up, even if it's just a kid one. Listen, it's summertime. You better put a pool up. Tending to yourself, even if it's just little things, as putting up the baby pool. Do it, okay? Have fun in that water. Anyways, insecurity is one of your shadow messages, okay? Your worth is intrinsic. I've never heard the word intrinsic before. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. And unchanging. All right, so Apollo's acting crazy again. He's acting so crazy. Okay, insecurity is your shadow message. And listen, if it's not your message, leave it for somebody else, because this could definitely be somebody else's message. So don't sit here and be like, well, no, I'm not insecure. It's not your message, okay? So insecurity is a shadow message, okay, for today. And you may have had doubt and felt anxiety when it came to, maybe you were dealing with somebody that liked and fed off of your anxiety, like your anxiety and your insecurities. It's like they found it funny. I see here somebody really found it funny to make their person feel insecure. Okay? Or you could be that person. Put it where it fits. It could be in the reverse. But insecurity, and then also like this is earth sign, like some of you do like have an insecurity, and I'm not saying because you get jealous easily, but I do know like people will, because you guys have a lot of pride and a lot of like, you guys are perfectionists. People will get jealous of that. And you might be somebody that is where people love your energy and just gravitate towards you. And somewhere down the line, people will have you try to feel bad for having this light, where they'll try to try to down you a notch, so that way you feel insecure. And some of you fall for it. So just remember your spark. Remember who you are, okay? And if you have people making you feel insecure, that's their problem. Don't make it your problem, earth sign, because that's their problem, not a you problem. All right, guys. Listen. So you might be a Capricorn. We're going into the finance section. Now, this can apply to all earth signs, okay? I'm just saying. But right here, we have the devil and the upright. You could possibly be a Capricorn or somebody with Capricorn placements, but this goes for all earth signs. But it will only resonate for a portion possibly. I see here that you might have had somebody that was very codependent, or you could have been codependent on like people that were around you at some point in time. Like I do see here, it's kind of like you're codependent just like them. And it doesn't necessarily mean because you need money or you need like finance or like things to get done within a career for yourself. What I'm saying is you have a lot of people that were possibly codependent on your energy, okay? Where you weren't able to like actually dig into your job and your work and your stability and your happiness, okay? Apollo, you scared me. He was like right underneath my foot. You may have felt restricted. I do see here, like you may be somebody that's struggling to get out of an addiction right now, okay? I do see here like drinking and like some like drugs. Okay, and listen, we're here to talk about everything. So, and we're not all perfect. So I don't want somebody sitting here, oh, she's talking. No, this is real life. Like people actually struggle with this. Okay, and I could say the same for like I know everybody has some type of codependency or addiction. So I don't want to hear nothing. We're here to talk about everything. I'm somebody here, earth signs. You were struggling with something within. Okay, you may have had people around you that really showed you your shadow side, and it really interfered with the way that you were making money. And like if you do have a business or you really rely on certain people to have their shit together and in check, it was in the way of you making money, some way, shape, or form. Okay, you guys got the tower and the upright, so there's been a tower. And it could have came in regards to looking yourself in the mirror and being like, okay, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing right now within myself. I need to get back into alignment. And this may go, listen, this, excuse me, stop licking yourself. Apollo, you and me, buddy, you and me. You may have struggled with, like, people actually, like, if you have a family, right, or if you're around certain people that you see every day, they weren't really liking who you were becoming, and they were not liking a certain side of you with feeling insecure and just not being in alignment. And it took you a minute for you to realize, like, that this, like, who you were becoming. And I'm saying, like, because you have the double, like, people were showing a lot of parts of yourself, like your shadow. And it may have been like an eye-opening experience where it was like, okay, I have real issues here. And it took you some time to change because you had an abrupt change that was like, you got sudden insight. Now, the Tower card can be very destructive, but at the same time, it's something that comes right before the sun, okay? It's something that comes right before like something nice, okay? That needs to happen in order for you to have growth, technically. So something happened where you got like a sudden like awareness, and it may have been because, listen, you may have been dealing with a water sign, or maybe this has to do with a water sign where they showed you basically a mirror or told you basically like what was wrong, like what you needed to fix, okay? Because we had the Four of Cups show up here, okay? You were not in alignment, and maybe possibly somebody advised you that maybe you need to get back to yourself, or you got a sudden, or maybe not. Maybe you just were dealing with so much at the time, and many people were showing you, like, telling you things that you didn't want to hear, but you also know that you have like these shadows. Okay, yeah, I do see here that you have the Five of Wands. So some way, shape, or form, like, you had a lot of nonsense in the background and people like really coming for you. So this is what really, when you, listen, you had many people coming at you, okay? This could have also been a fire sign that, like, any fire sign that was also coming to you as well with like bullshit. And maybe you didn't want to hear it, okay? It may also came from an air sign, fire, air, and water, that you were going through like many things. You were going through like people showing your shadow side. You were going through fights and arguments and people backstabbing you. I see here backstab because we have the Seven of Swords. Definitely a backstab. You all have a trickster energy, and you guys have a trickster energy that is floating around. Okay? Just FYI. Okay? This is somebody here that thinks that they got away with something. They could be an Aquarius or any air sign, but listen, this person is a little odd, only for the simple fact that they think that they got away with something. Are they a spy? What's going on here? Now I want to dig into what does this have to do with finances? I feel like if you going through some type of issue financially, or like something like that, where I feel like because of all of this nonsense that's going on, and this may be just home life and your stability, like, because listen, this has to really do with finance and career, because when you're not mentally there, when you are sitting in like your shadow side, it's gonna mess with your money and your career. And it really was messing with your money and your career because you had a lot going on in the background. And then if you had like kids or like even adults around you on a daily basis, they're seeing these shadows as well. And I do see here, they're telling you what your shadows are. And then you got some trickster energy in the background that is, listen, they think they got away with something. What the hell did they think they got away with? Off center. What is this? The Lovers. Ugh. That has nothing. Listen, you guys have also the Lovers in the reverse. Listen, you could have possibly dealt with an air sign, a Gemini. This is somebody that brings conflicts, okay? Listen. Why is this coming out though? Right now, you listen, you got the night. This will be at the end. I do see really good things for you guys at the end of all of this nonsense. Okay? Because you got the Nine of Cups. But before that, we do have Lovers in the off center. Where you may have like an air sign, like I said, an air sign that may possibly be in your energy. It could be masculine or feminine. I'm getting here 2 different energies. Sorry for the trickster. So just keep an eye out on this. I see a feminine that could be a trickster or giving you a hard time. And then I also see an outsider on the outside that is like odd. Fucking with the energy. They think they got away with something. Listen, what do they think they got away with? Other than that, earth signs. Somebody don't want me getting the message out. But guess what? We gonna get the message out. Because this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to... talk and be the soothsayer that I'm meant out to be. All right, I wouldn't be doing what I'm supposed to be doing if I wasn't speaking truth here. But somebody here feels like they got away with something, and the car. Listen, it doesn't want me getting the message out, so I have to keep doing the. Listen, it's doing the same thing it did with the love message. Earth signs, you got somebody in your energy that's fucking with it, because then it wouldn't be so hard just to get your message out. It's not your ancestors that don't want the message out. It's somebody else in the background that thinks that they got away with something that's fucking with your energy. This is possibly because it's tied to your finance and your career. This is exactly why you feel in the way that you are right now. This is why you've lost money. This is exactly why for a lot of things. This person, listen, I made this deck. There's a whole bunch of nonsense. There's a bunch of stuff in here that just random words, all right? The first card that came out was Capricorn. Okay? This is definitely why you had money issues. I'm not going to shuffle the cards because now we're just going to talk. The first card that I pulled was Capricorn. So you can either be a Capricorn. This is specific. This is a very personal, specific message. So it may not resonate for all earth signs. This may be somebody that's in your energy or somebody that around you where they don't know this stuff, okay? Just to point that out. This is a very personal, specific message, but I gotta give it out, okay? You could be a Capricorn or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. This could be the person that thinks that they got away with something, but I'm getting here because your card came out first that you could be a Capricorn. Somebody's in your energy that thinks that they got away with something and it's a trickster energy. It's not normal. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is the reason why Spirit needs you if you are a Capricorn, because they had the Devil card come out. That you need to get back into alignment because somebody here is fucking with your money. Somebody here energetically is fucking with your money. Okay? It could be any air sign, but embodying a lot of Aquarius right now and somebody with a Cancer moon or placement. But I'm getting here, it's a heavy Cancer moon. Moon specifically. Okay? I'm not getting here that they are a Cancer. I'm getting here that it could just be one of their placements. Okay? Air sign with Cancer placement. Moon specifically. Okay? This person thinks that they got away with something from last year. We had the last year card that came out. Okay? Time frame that you would be able to know this would be in about between right now and 6 months. But you're going to know exactly who it is and what they're doing within 6 months tops or less. Okay? You're going to figure out what's going on around you and who this culprit is. They think they got away with something. Now, I think it has to do with something with money because it came out in the finance department. However, they're attacking your root chakra. This is why I need you guys to get back in alignment and get back into alignment. If you are indulging, I'm going to be very honest here. If you're somebody that does indulge with alcohol specifically, I need you to step away for it for a while, because whatever they're dibbling into something that is trying to attach itself to many things. And then they got trickster energies that are walking around in this planet. This earth, this realm right now. The trickster energy is going to come from something specific. It could possibly be an entity. And this trickster energy is just one of their walkers, I should say. I don't know how to really listen. I'm trying to get the message out as much as possible so that way I don't sound crazy, but this is a real thing. All right? Be careful. I need you guys to make sure that you are in high vibration right now. 444 on the timer. Make sure that you're staying aligned at this time and try to not self-indulge as much. Okay? This is a real specific message only because this person, they're going to start seeing bad omens. And you may possibly be have seen too many omens. Like you might be getting freaked out yourself, but just know that your ancestors is really seeing this shit from the other side, and they're gonna cut the situation off. As long as you stay in high vibration, as long as you are a good human being, where the shit doesn't reverse, but like where it's not bad karma or some type of judgment, you should be okay. But this person is really trying to like stunt your money and attack your root chakra, so that way you're not able to work. So that way you're not able to accomplish what you like. So far as you've had businesses, they're doing stuff on purpose to try to do that. And this person is going to start seeing bad omens. We had the omen card come out. You could be seeing stuff and getting freaked out, but listen, just know that it's just for the moment. This person, if they continue to do what they're doing, they're going to start seeing bad omens. But regardless, if they continue what they're doing, they're going to see it anyways. Money issues. That's why you've been having money issues and feeling stuck. FYI. This is a real specific one, okay? Also, side note, a lot of you do need to listen. You're not the first one that got this card. Make sure that you're just checking up on your sexual health. Somebody here really needs to check up on their sexual health just to make sure that they're good. I do see here, like, somebody here is like really does need to check up on themselves, because I don't know if you have somebody here is not being honest in regards to their health possibly, or you're just not being honest with yourself, knowing that you need to go to the doctor and just making shit right. Okay, I don't know why that was specific. That was really specific. Spirit, can we get a finance message for the ones that don't have none of these issues, please? Bodega cat. You might work at a bodega, or you might love cats. You might own a bodega. So right now your money is looking real good. Okay, you got businesses, and right now that corner store, whatever you're working on, is definitely making money. The messenger right now, Spirit wants you to know, if you are seeing like birds and stuff like that, it's just a reminder that you are protected by your ancestors, and it might possibly be a spirit guide that's just watching over you to protect what you are creating and your business. Okay? The grind. Some of you are really on the grind this week. You guys are just focusing on money and just focusing on just that. And if you're having any problems like on the sidelines, like anything, it could be family or just like things that are going on in daily life, it's gonna wait. You're gonna allow that to wait and just focusing on your money. Okay, I do see here half of you is going through money issues and half of you is not going through money issues, but overall it's like steady. It's not down in the dump. You're not broke. Okay, you guys definitely have money, but you feel like you could be doing better at this time. All right, that's it. We're gonna cut it at that, because if it doesn't want me to save this message. Now, if it does resonate, or if you like the video, please like, subscribe, or comment on the video. And thank you for subscribing to my page. If you are new, welcome. Thank you.